Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Kieran O'Donnell. This is the start of my YouTube channel. I'm a software architect. I work for a company called Avanade, or a Microsoft focused custom software consultancy, and I lead application and enterprise architecture for North America for them. I typically work out of my home office, which is in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the site where I work, and inspired by a couple of things I saw recently online. One of them is Scott Hanselman's post regarding how he works from home and what his setup looks like. I decided I'm going to start to kind of upgrade my setup. I'm going to be getting a new microphone, new webcam. I'm going to be using this digital SLR as a webcam. I've got some monitor mounts, got a boom arm for the microphone and some things like that. So I'm going to show you some of those setups that I do, kind of a little bit of unboxing and setup and some initial review for those things. And then I'm going to really start expanding the amount of kind of training content I do. So over the past year at Avanade, I've done an awful lot of internal training content, so generating content and doing courses, both in person and over Skype for Business. We use doing them as these kind of global presentations. I'm going to start turning some of that content to be external, posting it out. I'm going to start with an introduction to programming.net, and really that's where the name for the channel comes in. So it's cloud-oriented development is really what I'm focusing at. So building software that's cloud native, whether it runs on-premise or whether it runs in the cloud, however it is you want to run it, however you want to distribute it across your enterprise, or whenever even if it's just a custom project and things that you're working on. We're going to be using a lot of those concepts to kind of build this kind of scalable, low coupling, more maintainable, microservices style software. I'm going to be explaining those principles and those concepts, giving you some demos, giving some live coding, bunch of different things I'm going to try and mix into the content, and I want to take a lot of your feedback and kind of mix that in, try and make it a really easy to follow course on all these kind of different topics. So that's enough for the intro. I'll show you some of the boxes that we've got going, and then I'll go through some of the unboxing and some of the setup stuff. Cool. So these are the boxes that got delivered in the mail today, and a couple others that I picked up from local stores, mainly Best Buy. So the first thing I'm going to point out is the Elgato Camlink 4K, which I've got, which is going to turn my digital SLR into a webcam. And I've got a cable here, which is a mini HDMI to normal HDMI that's going to plug into that for me. And then I've got this AC adapter, this is for the Canon T5i, just to turn that into this plugs into the battery compartment and then turns it into a mains powered camera, so it can last all day without me having to swap batteries out. I also, in order to make this stuff work, I had to update my Canon T5i firmware, and then I got Magic Lantern installed on a memory card, and that enables me to turn off all of the video overlays, so the signal comes out pretty clean. And it also enabled me to turn off the sleep timers and the power saving things and stuff like that the camera has. Second thing I've got that I can show you fairly easily, this is the microphone that I got. I got it from Best Buy, about $109 I think, price match with Amazon. So this is a USB microphone that's going to hopefully improve the audio quality. Right now using the camera, the audio is probably pretty bad. So as we get plugged in, you'll probably notice an improvement in that. Then there's all these other boxes here, which quite frankly, I think this one here is a triple monitor mount. This one here, I think might be a spring arm for the microphone. This one here is a 16 plug power strip. And this one here is probably mic accessory. So I got a shock mount and stuff like that for the microphone to make it sound better, and that could also be in this package as well. So I'm going to start doing some unboxing of these things and setting them up. Okay, so I've got the first pack opened. This is the aluminum shock mount, the aluminum shock mount, sorry for all the Americans. And this is what's going to make it possible for the microphone to not pick up all of the kind of key presses and noise that comes from the arm. So hopefully we'll figure out that this works pretty well. I've never tried one before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to sit down here and open up the rest of these things. Got my trusty flathead screwdriver provided by Nest. I do have a Nest Hello doorbell outside, so at some point I'm going to do a review based on how those things work and how to set them up. They're relatively simple. I did have to have mine replaced already because it broke, but they were pretty quick at shipping me one. We'll get to that in another video. So this is my Amazon bubble wrap package. So this is a foam head for the microphone, just to stop you getting saliva and disgusting things all inside the Yeti mic. And so this here is a laptop tray holder. So I bought a triple monitor mount. I only actually have 2 monitors and then a MacBook Pro that powers them both. And so this one goes on the 3rd monitor mount, and it's going to convert that VESA bracket into a laptop tray. So it will hold my laptop up to the same height as the monitors. So that one done. This one is likely to be the triple monitor mount. It's incredibly heavy. Oh, probably should go. Typical Amazon. It's a box within a box. So in the Amazon box today, it does say on the side that it's from Mount It, and that is the brand of the monitor mounts that I got. I'll be setting these up today, getting my monitors on them. There we go, another box within a box. Well, at least this one has colourful pictures on it. So, other ones to get rid of. And so these are the monitor mounts that I got right now. Get them into the view. 1 center arm and 2 articulating arms. Open another box here. This is a single thing. This is a 16-point power strip, metal power strip. See, metal power strip. And so this is what's going to keep all of my stuff up and running, because I'm tired of having the dance where I have to keep plugging and unplugging things. There we go. Power strip with lots of different plugs on there. And so the last thing I've got now is this one, which is, as I thought, the microphone stand on. And so this is what's going to have the shock mount on top, and then the microphone will sit on the top there, on that shock mount. What there should be, but it appears Amazon not delivered it, is also a pop filter for the microphone. Then we'll figure out what's happening with that. That will probably end up coming tomorrow, I guess. Right, I'm going to pause the video here and we'll move into the setup. Hey everyone, so the videos that I recorded for the actual setting up of the equipment didn't come out very well. So we're now at a setup complete point. As you can see, the desk is entirely set up. I've got the 3-way monitor stand mounted in the middle. I then got an articulating arm that holds this monitor up on the side. I've got the center beam here that holds this monitor up in the center, and then the laptop VESA bracket is attached on this side. The tray's kind of cool. It's got these little rubber feet at the bottom that stop the laptop sliding down, and then these 2 grips on the side which are kind of adjustable for different size laptops, and then I can pivot it around to make sure it kind of sits at eye level along with the rest of the monitors. And I've installed this boom arm over here on the left hand side that will hold my Blue Yeti microphone on the shock mount. As you can see, I installed that rubber over the top of that there. What I kind of like, I haven't finished setting everything up so far. There's a bunch of kind of cable tidy type things that are happening in here, but I've got some more equipment coming, so I'm not going to take all those off and get all those cables tidied up just yet. It's not part of my goal, but I think it's come out pretty well so far. I've got the fairly clear desk space, room for my, I'm in the Samsung environment here, so I've got a Samsung watch and phone on the wireless charging stands. What I do think is quite nice to call out with this mounted 3-way monitor stand, it's got this built-in USB cable that goes down. So there's a small USB port down here that allows me to plug in my my little 4-port hub. In the future I'm going to get a larger powered hub that's going to enable me to have a whole bunch of different ports on there for the different things I have to plug in. And as you can see with this setup here is I've got my Elgato Camlink up and running. It's coming in through an HDMI cable into the Camlink, into the laptop, and that's running as a webcam right now. I'm only recording on the camera at the moment, but it's being rendered on the screen here, and you can see the lag is not really too bad for a webcam. So yeah, so that's where we are right now. I think if I output lower resolution, I think the lag will be slightly better. I've got to play around with some of those settings. But that's the setup so far, and I think it's worked out pretty well. I'm going to do another recording in a second, see if I can do that through the computer and see how the mic sounds. So just a quick recording now just to see how the Yeti microphone sounds. This is the end of the setup. We're just showing how the sound quality is much better than it would be off of the camera doing the recording. So thanks for tuning in today. I hope you like my setup. I'm going to be adding more stuff to it. I'll show you those as they come in. But if you can click like and subscribe, there'll be some more videos in the future, but I appreciate it. Thanks.